Hey guys, just making an updated video on the world map to BeamNG tool that I was showing off before. I've created a new tool. It's at MapNG.com, and it's basically the same thing. It's just a little bit more modernized. So in this case, I'm just going to get started. You can choose a resolution, and then you can go ahead and click Preview 3D to see what it's going to look like before you decide to go with it. There's also these important details down here, like the total area, square kilometers, the scale, meters per pixel, the min-max height from sea level, and the difference between the min and max height. You can also go ahead and download the height map, satellite image, and also a 3D model if you choose to do so. Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. Download the height map, satellite image, and a 3D model. Make sure they're all in there. There we go. We'll go ahead and rename that. It's going to be the same process from here forward. And you can switch back to 2D view, and I'll show you some of these other things in a little bit. Actually, I'll show you one more thing. You can do something like circular crater in the USA. And this basically just scouts a location for you and pops you right into the area, right? So it helps you find locations that might be interesting to put in the game. You can also skip the 3D rendering part if you want. That's where you just click this direct download. And yeah, that's basically it for the tool, but it is updated. It's on its own website, and let's go move on to putting it in the game. So let me make sure I've got my levels folder open as well. One thing I didn't go over before is, where is this levels folder? It's in your users, your username, app data, local, BeamNG, BeamNG drive, current, and levels. That's where you find these levels. So now that I've got these two folders open, let me pop in. And I'll show you guys again how to do the template level. Where is it? Oh, right here. Spawn. Hit the J key to pause, F11. New level, we'll just call this one AHH. Create and open. This generates the level folder. I hit J to pause there. Quickly save the level, pop back into my file explorer here. And you'll see I have a new level folder called, wait, where is it? Ah, there it is. All right, so then I'll take the satellite and the height map image, copy those into the folder. Now I can pop back into the game world editor. Okay, first thing, terrain tools, terrain material library. If you don't see this panel for the terrain painter, just click this right here. Click on terrain material library, upgrade terrain materials, upgrade, close, yada yada. Over here, you're going to want to change this to the size of the base map image. In this case, we chose 1024, then half, 512, 512, then half, 256, 256. I believe these are the right numbers to put in here, but I could be wrong. Then we want to add a material. I'll just call this change the material to dirt. Choose the satellite image, which is under levels, satellite image. Again, it's 1024 by 1024. So change this number also. Then we're going to go down to ambient occlusion, do the same thing, levels, satellite, open, 1024. Add material, save changes. That part's done. Now go to import terrain. Do not change the name. Leave it as the terrain, otherwise you'll get a bug that they haven't fixed yet. Let's go back and look at the meters per pixel and the max height. Well, let me refresh the page because it starts out here. The meters per pixel was 3.86 and the diff was 943. .86 and 943, yeah. Okay, then we choose our height map image. It's right here. Open and import. This replaces the existing terrain with this new one. And then if we want to zoom out from the car, we hit Shift C. That unlocks our camera for free view. Now if we hold the Alt key and scroll up, that gives us a higher camera speed. And here we are. So since we already have the material, we'll go ahead and open the terrain painter. We'll add that material in, then we'll delete the warning material. Interesting, it's tiled on there in a weird way, which I'll fix in a moment. Let's pop into the terrain material library. Did I not? Yeah. Forgot to change this to 1024. There we go. That was my problem. All right, so now that that's on there, we can go to the sky and sun, level info, click down the fog density by 1. Oh, 0. There we go, thank you. Clip distance or visible distance, I'm just gonna double it. Looking good. And yeah, I think I'm happy with this for now. This is the entrance to the Grand Canyon, I guess. So let's go ahead and put our vehicle down. Obviously the texture is horrible. Save level. We're gonna go to edit. Where is it? Rebuild collision. Then we'll go to camera, place, player at camera. Hit J to unpause and F11, and we'll test it real quick. All right, so yeah, you probably don't want to drive a car off a cliff into the Grand Canyon. But yeah, there's that. So one more thing I guess I wanted to point out here is that, let's go back to the world editor. Because when we imported the terrain, we did 3.84 meters per pixel. That means that if you try to go in now and let's say add a material on top of the base material, here's how the terrain painter works. You've got your base material at the very top. You can add materials on top of that essentially. And we'll just choose, let's say beach sand. And whichever one you have selected is the one that will be painted, right? So let's just try painting. We'll bring the brush size down to 1. The important thing to note here is that means every single one of these little squares is 3 point whatever meters, right? Instead of 1. So you lose a little bit of detail. And obviously that material, let me see, was it there's something going on with that material too. So I don't know why it's coming up as black. But this is how you would paint materials on top of the satellite-based satellite image. It's just a lot of work, but you can customize it. So there you go. That's getting the map in the game. But there is one more thing I want to show, and that is, let's go open up Blender because I downloaded that 3D object file. And so that 3D object, you can drag and drop that directly into Blender. Click import. Did I not click import? Am I crazy? Oh, it's in there already. I'm not a Blender guru, so I don't actually know how to navigate very well here. There we go. So there it is. Obviously, it doesn't have color because you're in, I guess, layout mode. What is it? Modeling? Nope, that's modeling. And then sculpting. And then it's one of these. Is it texture paint? Yeah, here it is. So you can go in here and you can actually go in here and try to, I guess, touch this up yourself and then maybe export it as a DAE file, which there is a plugin for that. But again, I'm not a Blender expert. So for now, this is, this is the updated tool. So hope you enjoy.